the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Huskers will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. A quick pass to the left. Fighting off the defender. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Luke Altmaier started his career as a backup to Matt Corral at Ole Miss, but man, did he blossom for the Fighting Illini. Had their best season in more than 20 years, and maybe more in store for them. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that is the way you set the tone, man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, This is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll take it on the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Using his leg, it's Valentine. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, David.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Raiola. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running into the open space. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The give to the tailback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Looking for the goal line. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Well, that's one on third down. The quarterback and his target just had to have a little better timing. That ball had to come out a split hair sooner. As a result, though, being late, it gets swatted down, and now we've got fourth.
Snap it to the back. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bonner. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Leaves it with the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's going to get loose. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Illinois offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots and make those big plays.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Gets it out quickly. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
With the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Motion from the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Illinois!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Myers to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air, it's Altmaier. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab, it's Valentine. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Quick completion on the out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The Huskers get it past the sticks.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off play action on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them. They get the incompletion. But if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Got a man, it's Dixon. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. They'll run the screen. There he goes.
passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snags it quickly on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Illinois can be aggressive here on second and short. Still running at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Grabbed over the middle, it's Valentine. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Back open in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Raiola. He's got an open man. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. This kick would be hard enough, straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to scramble. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football.
Gets loose in the middle. Touchdown, Huskers. And here they come, almost all the way back. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We've got to figure something out. We've got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
To the air, it's Altmaier. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. And it's picked off for the third time today. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And coaches and players, a lot of times, they call it instincts. But it's just a knack. It's just a feel. It's something that's inside of you. And this guy consistently feels where the ball's going. That's interception number 8 on the season.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. Reads it, fires complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they throw it to the fullback. Of course, he's not the most fleet of foot. You could tell on that last play. Just wasn't able to shake anybody. And as a result, loss of yards.
On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Position to start this drive at their own 47. He'll keep it himself. Breaks the tackle. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Key. Touchdown, Nebraska! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy's becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting him second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Takes the easy throw in the flat. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires left. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Going up top. Makes a grab right down the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Key. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Unloads to the wide out. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Takes it the other way.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
At the 38. That's a first down for the offense.
New set of downs after the completion. To the air. It's Altmaier. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Arkin. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw it. Back's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
From the gun on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the one thing we know about this defense is they've got some exotic looks, and they're not afraid to bring pressure from the second level. That time they brought the free safety, and he was able to get home and sack the quarterback.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Returns to the field. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's looking to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab, and he'll be brought down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Finds his big tight end. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. The corners are walked up tight. Bringing the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. action. Shoots it to the left. And the missed connection on third down.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Right down the boulevard. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeout, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable, so great job getting out of bounds.
Unloads it left. Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. Turning it on! The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. He's going for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on...